What is up, YouTube? That's here, and today I'm super excited to bring you guys some more Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl 6v6 singles Y5 battles. I wanted to mix it up a little bit. I wanted to use Glisgor instead of Garchomp today because I really wanted to try using a defog user with like not the same type of playstyle. I wanted to use a team that was super weak to like electric, super weak to rocks. That's why we're rocking Gyarados and Typhlosion and a Cloyster. So huge rocks weakness, big electric weakness on there as well to pivot into a Glisgor defensively. That's the idea we're going to go with today. We're probably just going to fight a bunch of Clefable and they're probably just going to Ice Beam all my Glisgors and I'm just going to be really sad. But you know what's not sad? The question today, and that is, who's your favorite wrestler? I don't know how many of you guys still watch wrestling. There's tons of different formats. There's like the WWE and the AEW and the TNA, and there's so many wrestling federations. I remember back when it was like WWF and WCW and ECW. I used to watch wrestling all the time back in like the 90s. I was there for, you know, it's that way because Stone Cold said so, and I was there for the if you smell what the Rock is cooking, and I was there for even the times of the you can't see me with the John Cena's. So I think my favorite wrestler though of all time is Chris Jericho. I think Chris Jericho is probably my favorite wrestler. I love the heels. So anyone that's like a lovable villain, those are definitely my favorite people to watch. I think in terms of people who are still in WWE, I think I like to watch Edge. And again, that's another person who's pretty old. So those are my favorite wrestlers. But let me know. Let me know all your favorite wrestlers, why you like them, how long you've been watching them. And again, if you like the AEW or the TNA or any of the other, you know, crazy wrestling formats there are now, please let me know in the comments below. Wish me luck. We're going to try our very best with a team that can definitely lose if we can't control our opponent's Stealth Rock. So wish me luck. Here we go. Alright, this first game of the day, that's a really solid team. I really like the Ludicolo. That's going to be like impossible to break with my Gyarados. I'm going to have to use Blissey to probably break that. Looks like Garchomp, Scizor. A lot of those guys go down to Blissey. I kind of want to just lead Blissey and try and steamroll this one, because if we can take out just the Garchomp, cool, I don't have to be afraid of getting swept by like something that has a really above average speed other than Feraligatr. If I can take out just the Scizor, I don't have to worry about being taken out by like priority moves. If I can take out just the Feraligatr, I don't have to worry about Dragon Dance at all. If I can take out the Skarmory, I don't have to worry about hazards all game. And then Clefable is a bit of a mixed bag in that Clefable is probably the one Pokemon I probably didn't want to play against today while using Glisgor, but I still think Clefable's really good. I'm basically going to need to preserve my Glisgor until that Garchomp and Scizor are gone. But stuff like Ludicolo and Feraligatr are just going to make this really impossible to use Glisgor correctly. Ludicolo leading it off right up against Blissey. I wonder what Ludi's going to do here. I'm just going to go for Thunder. I'd love to get a para here. It's a neutral damage. I'm going to go for Thunder this turn, and then next turn we're going to Ice Beam. Now, this is going to condition our opponent into seeing this Thunder and then thinking they can switch in on it with Garchomp. So we're going to go Thunder first, and then we're just going to go for the Ice Beam to catch the Garchomp on the switch in, because we're the best players the world's ever seen. And they could totally go Fake Out or something. Yeah, Rain Dance is a cool play. I love seeing the hard cast Rain Dance to enable its Swift Swim. Good stuff. And I have no problem with it. Hopefully it's still special. I love a para here. And it will hit, because thank you for the Rain Dance, though. Thank you for the Rain Dance. Can we get a para? Can I get a para? Ooh, is that lefties? Is it Rain Dish? That'd be really hard to deal with if it's Rain Dish, actually. Okay, it's not. I'm still going to go for the Ice Beam. It's neutral damage here. That's really bulky on that Ludi. But I think the Garchomp switch-in's coming. I really think the Garchomp switch-in's coming. So let me see that Garchomp. Really? Alright, just gonna get it. Alright, we'll just stand with Blissey then. They can't actually break this Blissey, like, at all. So we're just gonna use Thunder until we get a para. Or we might get a Freeze, which would force a Scald or something, which is okay. I'm okay with that. Serene Grace, Serene Wasting these fools. You know what I'm about. You know what I'm about. And it's also just wasting out their rain turns, so it's pretty nice. But this is still a little bit of a dicey situation to be in, I would agree. Not my greatest play ever. The best thing I can also do is if this game goes into a situation where like I force them to switch, they force me to switch, they're probably going to want to switch this thing in on Glisgor multiple times. So if I ever have Glisgor out, I kind of have to just go for U-turn and U-turn, doing super effective damage on the turn they switch in this Ludi to block an Earthquake. So just playing preemptively for what we might be able to do later on in the game. They are withdrawing. You shouldn't free Garchomp this time, bro. Skarm. Whoo! We take these. Yo, we do be taking some of these. Let's go. If I get this para, you can't even set your rocks, because I'll outspeed. Let's go! Can we get a para? Yo! Alright. Let me go for another one. I don't care if you switch in your Garchomp, because I can just switch in the Glisgor and go for the hard cast U-turn. And we talked about setting this up. And this is a good example of the situations where does my opponent have to switch there? The answer is no. I don't really deal enough damage to that Ludicolo when they combine it with like U-turn and Giga Drain and leftovers to where I can't realistically break their Ludicolo. And if anything, they could just stay in and make me waste all of my Thunders, wait for the rain to go away, I'd be out of Thunders, which means I wouldn't even be able to go for this play on the Skarm. And so it's a good example of turns where just because you can't do anything as my opponent, that doesn't mean I really can't either. And it's just me being stubborn and people just like floundering and stuff like that and just switching in those situations. Thunder is still the right play here. I don't really want to use Flamethrower. And again, getting the Skarm off the board is absolutely amazing because it really does enable our Garchomp. Actually, are we even using a Garchomp today? It enables our Azelf to be used a lot easier too. Last Pokemon that's really in the way is that Scizor. And since it is raining, this might be the last turn of rain. It's only this turn or maybe one more turn of rain left. I would be surprised to see Scizor here though. I would not. If they send out Scizor here, I'll hard switch to my Glisgor. They'll go for a U-turn. I'll get my Toxicor proc, and then I'll switch right back to my Blissey. Oh, they want to go Clefable. Clefable doesn't get Toxic anymore. I don't care about rocks because I have a Defogmon. I'll just stay in and Thunder this thing then. Yeah. I'd love a Para. So yeah, Calm Mind. This is the one problem where like Clefable can be an issue for Blissey teams when they get the Calm Minds off. So I'd like this Para just to, you know, neuter it a little bit. But the Calm Mind set isn't going to have rocks. It's going to have like Calm Mind, maybe a recovery move, and then like Moonblast, and then usually either Flamethrower or Ice Beam. They tend to pick one. I'd love my Para. There we go. 60% of the chime every time. And yeah, we're just going to have to switch here though. What do we want to switch to? They could also have like Thunderbolt. Clefable gets all the coverage. It really does get like all the coverage. And this is a net loss for Blissey to stay in. So we have Physical Mon, Physical Mon, Physical Mon. And they're all not great. Let me actually see how much Cloyster really does to this guy's team. Cloyster does not do that much. I'm just going to hard switch in the Cloyster. It's just hot garbage in this matchup. So, and I don't want to go for Shell Smash. I'm just going to go for the Icicle Spear. Icicle Spear is like not that great, but I don't want that Clefable running around with Calm Mind. And so now I know that I can't fight it anymore. He's going for the second Calm Mind. That's greedy. Yeah, this is just not good. So we're going to lose our Cloyster, but hopefully we can just do enough to this Clefable to be in a good enough spot. Maybe we get some pairs or something. Look, they're also not using leftovers. So I wonder if they're Expert Belted. They're probably even Life Orb, which means they could technically even be Magic Guard. But it's okay. We're just going to Icicle Spear. 2 Icicle Spears should be enough to take this thing out if they're not using like a Pincher, like a Citrus Berry. And again, I do not care if we switch because it's forced them to switch out a paralyzed, double Calm-Minded up Mon. Like switch in your Scizor, switch in your Feraligatr, switch in your Ludicolo, switch in your Garchomp. Those are all good things for me. So let's just go for it. Yeah, Icicle Spear, they're staying in. So again, it's not doing a ton. Remember, this is always going to hit 5 times because my ability is Skill Link. And we just want to put this thing low enough to where we can actually come in with another Pokemon and just be, you know, big bully. Alright. And if we get a crit on any of these, we'll be able to get a KO next turn. Fire Blast. Wow, that could have missed. Alright, please no burn. Please no burn. No burn. No burn. That's what I'm talking about. Another one. And for those of you guys asking why I didn't Shell Smash and then do this, it's just because I wanted to stick damage, and I wanted to stick damage on anything that switched in. Scizor, Feraligatr. I wanted to see their leftovers if they had those leftovers, but also Clefable usually has Unaware, which would have mitigated my boost anyways and made it immune. So it's better just to use 2 Icicle Spears than a Shell Smash in that exact situation. And also, you can totally get fully parried, or I can just high roll one of these or crit. 2. I think I'm going to get it though. 3. Yeah, I got it. 4. And 5. Feels amazing, man. Thank you for no Pinch Berry. We love to see that. So Clefable's down. I think the Skarm's down too. And whatever they send out here is going to be in a really, really good position. But we have Sashmons left. We still have our Azelf with Sash. So like even Feraligatr, we would just let the Feraligatr set up. And we would be fine. So we see Garchomp ain't coming out. There's the Scizor. Awesome. It's actually value to save. Because you can just switch in, I think we have some sort of Steel type. There's 2 Mons down. I don't care if you Swords Dance here. I'm just going to go into my Gyarados. Because you get the Intimidate and Trade. And if you want to Bullet Punch, like have fun Bullet Punching a Gyarados. And now that your Clefable's gone, like I'm not afraid to use my Gyarados correctly anymore. So we'll see. You could even just U-turn here. There's nothing wrong with U-turn there. But the Intimidate's going to make it so like Bullet Punch wouldn't really do anything. Swords Dance, yeah. So you're only at +1 right now. And because you want to stay in with this U-turn, I'm thinking about the value of going like Dragon Dance. wonder how much damage that really does to Ludi. I'll Dragon Dance. I'm not afraid of your Scizor, like, at all. So it's time to DD, baby. You're gonna U-turn me? Like, the thing is, the Pokemon that stopped me from going for this earlier was the Cloyster. Sorry, was the Skarmory and the Clefable. Now that those are gone, like, I can kind of do whatever I want. Right now, you're only at +3. And I resist both of your types. So I'm actually... Do I just want to do another one? Do I need 2? Do I need 2? I don't think I one-shot with Waterfall. But I think I might go for the Waterfall. I know they're going to Bullet Punch, right? Ooh, are they going for another SD? If that's the case, this is better because it can flinch. All right, cool. Yeah, this is better than... Because we would have needed 3 Dragon Dances to do it, to get the one-shot. One more Dragon Dance would have given me a 1.5, and it would have probably barely missed it. This guy's also not running lefties, so it might be Life Orb. I don't think +5 Scizor one-shots Gyarados, though. I just don't think that it does. You go for the BP. Is that a crit? Are you orbed? He is orbed. Wow, he's orbed, too. That's nutty. That's crazy. Crazy. I wish I had Scizor, man. If I had Scizor, I'd be the best player in the world. Just don't have one yet. Takes a lot of time to get those things. So let's see, what's up next? Garchomp's a little bit sad. Scarfchomp could outspeed. Woody Cole could Giga Drain. That's no big deal. We don't need this thing for literally anything else at all. We've done everything we need to use with Gyarados for. For Alligator, should we just taunt? No, we're fine to use Earthquake, because if you Dragon Dance against me, like, I'm okay. It might even be technically better to go for a Waterfall to get the Waterfall flinch, and then finish off with Earthquake, but no, I actually think we're just fine going for 2 Earthquakes, because if they Dragon Dance, we're still going to outspeed. Because Gyarados has a higher base speed than Feraligatr does. And you could totally, like, Aqua Jet me or something. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. Yeah, this should get a 2KO unless they're leftovers. Ice Beam, special Feraligatr, which isn't even bad. It's not bad. Now that your Scizor is gone, though, you have Scizor, Garchomp, right? Scizor, Garchomp. Sorry, it's Feraligator's left, Garchomp's left, and Ludicolo. That means that Azelf's pretty decent. Yeah, I like my Azelf. I like me some Azelf choices. Give me 1 sec. Alright. So this guy's gonna go down. Worst case scenario, we get Aqua Jetted here, but like I don't think that Aqua Jet's happening from like a... I don't think Aqua Jet's happening from like a special Feraligatr, which I think that special Feraligatr is totally usable. If you go for a switcher, though, you're going to lose, because you're going to take way too much damage on the switch. You have to just fodder him on, and then try and regain board state with, like, a Scarf Chomp or something like that. Because even if, like, your Ludi comes out here, like, this Psychic just does way too much. I don't even have to Psychic. I could U-turn if I felt like it. I could U-turn into my Blissey on your Rain Dance and just chill. It's been a while since we've used Azelf. A lot of people complained that we used Azelf too much. I was like, fine, I won't use it as much. But I love Azelf, man. It's so good. There's the Chomp. It might be Scarf. It might be Scarf Chomp. Scarf Chomp's starting to gain a little bit more popularity. It's really, really good. And it does things that other Chomps can't. So let's see if it's Scarf. Looks like it's not. So we are going to get the 2-shot here. Ooh, just kidding. Maybe not. It's our leftovers. Sub. They're going for the Sub Chomp. Ooh, not bad. It's still going to be roughly the same play, though. I can respect the Sub. Sub leftovers with the bulky set. That's the good set. We respect Sub in this house. But, yeah, I wasn't going to switch. I will always respect the substitute play. That's half the reason we always stay, and we put ourselves in situations where this is what we call a pin, where there's not that much you can do. If you switch something out, you're going to lose them on and make it so whatever gets brought in is too low to be able to actually have an impact. And you basically just have to fodder him on. Going for the big outrage. Sashes up on our Azelf. You'll love to see it. And Azelf will just win. Like, we had the Feraligatr pinned, which led to this situation working. I can applaud the use of Sub to, you know, maybe have a shot, but I actually think if they didn't use Sub, they would have gotten the leftovers tick and maybe lived the Psychic. So that's another thing. There's nothing wrong with trying to go for the Sub when you're that behind, but maybe for future reference, just know that your Garchomp doesn't really get 2-shotted by Psychic if you calc it correctly with leftovers. So let's see, the last Mon should be the Ludi, and I think we're going to get it. Alright. Big Ludi's Colo. I haven't really seen that much Woody Colo in singles. It's fine to just go for Psychic here. I doubt they have Fake Out. Battle is canceled. We do be taking those wins. We didn't get to use our Glisgor, but We played the game really, really well using the tools that we had. I really do like this team just because it has a ton of mons that have like electric weaknesses plus a Glisgor, and then it uses a ton of mons that have like rocks weaknesses plus like a defog Glisgor. So we didn't have to bust out the Glisgor, but it was definitely there to seal the deal if need be. Holy moly, I respect that team so much. What is Chatot base speed? If Chatot's faster than Garchomp, that's really bad because Hyper Voice goes through sub. So I really, really have to respect the Chatot, and I think Chatot's a super, super cool mon, so that's an amazing little bit of tech there. I think I'm going to lead Blissey again. I'm in a little bit of a leading Blissey mood because Blissey just has a good matchup against all of those Pokemon. Gengar doesn't really do that well against Blissey. We have super effective moves against everything except for Ampharos, and I don't know how much I care about Ampharos. I've never seen anyone else ever use physical Ampharos other than me, and they're going to be definitely respecting our Cloyster this game. So basically, they're going to do their very best. So if I bring out Cloyster, they're going to throw everything they can to get rid of it, which means we can bait them into switching in their Empoleon and their Scizor. So we can just send out Cloyster and then just hard switch to Garchomp to check their Scizor and their Empoleon. So there's a bunch of cool stuff we can do in this game to, you know, basically just to win. It's pretty cool. I really like the addition of Cloyster and Garchomp. They work really well together. So Empoleon is a good lead for them. We don't care if they want to get rocks up just because our team is weak to rocks. Let that be known. It is weak to rocks, but we can defog those out mid-game, so that's just the play. And it's cool that we're using a defog user instead of a stealth rocks user, because instead of a rapid spin user. If we're using a rapid spin user, they could switch in that Gengar and it'd be really, really bad. When was the last time I missed Thunder? Let's just be realistic and call it what it is. When was the last time I missed Thunder and didn't get my para? You gotta have that confidence, guys. If you have that confidence, you play just like I do, you're gonna be the best players the world's ever seen. Now let's see. We just used Thunder here. They do have a Garchomp. They could totally switch that in. I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam. Show me that Garchomp. Ooh, bad look. They're gonna use Roar. That's fine. I probably would have missed that Thunder. Paralyzed. Okay, cool. So they're staying in there. So that means that they know what we know now. I'm just gonna go for another Thunder then. A Flamethrower would be neutral, so it's okay. But, yeah, the Roar is going to suck here. So I'm just going to go for the Thunder again. They know that we have Ice Beam, so they're not going to switch in Garchomp this turn. So, Thunder! Another hit. Can we get a crit? Can I get one? I'll take two. Oh my gosh. Para? Oh my gosh, poor guy. I do not care if you switch in that Chomp, by the way. You can totally switch it in. It's no problem to me if you want to switch that thing. You switch in the Ampharos, too. 2 more Thunders, he's gone. So, yes, please? Man, how badly have you ever wanted to use a Roar? There's the miss. There's the para. 3 paras in a row. Yo, Blissey. Oh, my main squeeze out here. Yes, we're still within range to maybe KO with 2 Thunders. I'm going to go for another one. 2 for 3 ain't bad. You show me that Garchomp switch, I'll show you a good time. Show me that Scizor switch, I'll show you a Flamethrower, you know? Show me an Ampharos switch. I will also switch to probably using Flamethrower Ice Beam. I kind of want to save the Flamethrower tech, because I want to be able to catch that Scizor with it and surprise them. Staying in, huh? Survey says, yo, we're 3 for 4. See, that's a 75. That's about the percentage that they should have. And there's the Roar. Finally, so this is their 1 turn to get rocks damage on something. Hopefully, it's not like our Azelf, but it's okay. Cloyster, that's all right. I wonder how much damage. I wonder if Rock Blast would just KO it. It resists Rock Blast. They might die. They have to Roar. So like we could Shell Smash and try and win the game right here. But I think I'm just gonna go for the Rock Blast. It's weak, it's resisted, but this is forced versus this is just not very effective. So we'll try and stick some damage here. Rock Blast. Oh man, this is gonna be close. 2. Give me a crit. High roll. Come on, come on. 1 HP, baby. Never lucky. Oh, that's another Roar. All right, well, whatever comes in just kills it. That's fine. Oh, no. That's the one that hurts the most. What hurts the most is being so close to being correctly able to use my move and then taking Stealth Rock's damage. Eruption's still stronger, though. All right, so we'll take this guy out. They're going to bring the Garchomp, and we'll go into Glisgor. Man, that sucks. Those are some good Roars they got. We need to get this defog up user soon. If they send out literally anything else, like Chatot or Gengar or Scizor or Ampharos, I will just stay in. It has to be Garchomp. And they're going to want to go for probably sub. I'm going to just Eruption. Because, like, I think we still break a Garchomp sub, and I don't want them ending it with a sub, and I want to be able to scout if they're Scarf Chomp. This Typhlosion's completely useless to us now. After that Stealth Rocks, it's completely useless. So I'm just going to stay in. So right now we're confirming that they're not Scarf Chomp, and we're going to be able to punish if they have sub. That looks like it might be able to break sub. Swords Dance. Cool. They're going to Earthquake, probably. Let me actually think about this. We lost our... No, we didn't. We have an Ice Shard. And that's within Ice Shard range. I wonder if Glisgor would die to a Dragon Claw. No, this is fine. This guarantee puts the Garchomp within range for an Ice Shard. Even if they're Yachi, which we haven't seen leftovers yet, so I'm thinking they might be. And please just Earthquake me. Awesome. Yeah, I could have switched my Glisgor in, but I know at +2 you can't break my Glisgor either. So I'm okay with this. I'm okay. This is not a good position to be in. But it's not the end of the world. And they're orbed. Awesome. So that means they're not. So that means I should just be fine. Do I want to get those rocks gone right now? Or do I want to just go for an Ice Shard? They would switch to their Scizor. I would switch to my Glisgor, and you'd U-turn and then repin me with... What? Your Empoleon's gone. You can't repin me. You know what? This is not as safe, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to take like 80% of my health, probably to an Outrage. And then I'm going to be pinned and then like lose the Glisgor. But you know what? I got to get these rocks off the board so I can start using my Gyarados. So we're just going to defog it up. It's better just to go for the defog here than go for an Earthquake, because Earthquake probably doesn't even get the KO because we don't have any attack investment. There's the Outrage that we talked about. Like, we want this gone. Oh god, that shouldn't have killed me, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Just straight throwing that out there. I cannot believe that killed me. Hey, but you know what? It is what it is. So we're probably going to lose this game now. Just straight up because of that. I don't see a situation. Maybe we can 1v1 versus that Scizor, but I can't get rid of these rocks now. We'll get KO'd by the Ice Shard. Well, sorry, we'll get KO'd by the Outrage here too. So we have to do this. And they're going to come in with their Scizor. And we're just going to be really sad. We outspeed Gengar. If we can take out that Scizor with something, we have shots to win. Because then Gyarados comes in hot and just rolls everything over after +1. So maybe we can get that to work. I'm going to go for the Icicle Spear. Like, I don't need this Pokemon for anything else, and that thing's still a little bit of a threat. Again, like, what do I switch to in this situation? Like, if we switch to Blissey and lose it, the game's over. I'd rather just do significant damage to it and, you know, scout for what kind of item set it is. So just free damage. And I'm thinking if I want to set rocks as well. So it puts it within range for like Blissey Flamethrower or Ice Beam, probably. Maybe not. Yeah, White Screen. Cool. So I just killed it. That works. And we're going to be winning this game with probably Gyarados anyways. So like I'll just take a free KO on your Ampharos. It's probably Light Clay. It's going to make it so our Psychics are just super weak. But that's fine. They're going to go Swords Dance with Scizor, like, immediately when they send that thing out. I'm down Typhlosion. Cloyster's useless. If I would have just Cell Smash there, I would have won. Probably. Rock Blast at +2 does a lot to that Scizor. I wish I had Rock Step. Oh, we just Ice Shard away this. Just to break Sash. Curse Body, never lucky, in case they sub. Alright, cool. Awesome. So, Psychic would still KO this thing. Just throwing that out there. Psychic would still KO. Blissey's so okay here. You have this thing, you have Gengar, Chatot, and Scizor. You have to go Azelf, right? No, you can't go Azelf, because like they'll just hard switch to the Scizor and win the game. I mean, I guess we'd switch in Gyarados there, but like that's not a winning position. I think that Blissey's probably just the best play. And as long as we don't lose to Destiny Bond, I think we're going to be okay. So I'm actually going to Ice Beam here. just because I'd actually like to get the freeze. I don't want to get the burn. I don't really want to get the para. I want to get the freeze. And we should be able to KO a lot of these things. Like Focus Blast doesn't do it. Like I'm not scared of Focus Blast. I know you have a light screen up. Like that's completely fine. There's the freeze. Awesome. We got it. Cool. That's great. That's absolutely magnifique. And I don't have rocks up. I don't know how much I realistically need them, unless that's like Sash Chatot, which it totally should be. Chatot shouldn't be able to break a Blissey. I'm gonna hard switch in. No, if I hard switch in Gyarados, take rocks, they're frozen. Dragon Dance once, outspeed Gengar. Yeah, that's fine. This is the right play. And they're not switching, they're staying in. Otherwise they would have switched first. So we're wasting an Intimidate here, but we are gonna be able to get a Dragon Dance off unless they thaw. Even if they do thaw, they're probably Focus Blasting this turn. Awesome. So one Dragon Dance is all we need to outspeed this guy. And we have the leftovers, putting those to work early, making sure we don't, just stay at 75%. I love leftovers Gyarados. Yeah, let's go. DD baby, let's see it. That's a frozen solid. We do be taking those, and it's better to Earthquake here and have that get Curse Bodied than to have my Waterfall Curse Body, because we're gonna want to Waterfall the Chatot, and we're gonna want to Waterfall that Scizor. I could try and get greedy and go for a second Dragon Dance here, but I think that's actually greedy. If they thaw and Thunderbolt us, we actually have shots to lose this game. So, time to EQ it up. Cool. I did not want to get Destiny Bottle. That's why I went for that freeze there. They're probably happy that we took this thing out without Dragon Dancing more, but you know what? I'll take my slight advantage, and I think it's going to be enough to carry us. Chatot might be like some sort of weird Scarf set, but if it's a weird Scarf set, it can't break Blissey. And they're almost out of turns on their Light Clay as well. Sorry, Light Screen. I think they have like 1 to 2 turns left, so Blissey's going to be a really good late game. I think we're going to still get it, man. That was a crazy turn of events with this one. That Empoleon play, man. That roar into our Typhlosion really messed us up. So let's see if this thing's sashed. That's a cool looking shiny. Chatot, show me what you're working with, my guy. Show me. I'm a Waterfall. Are you Scarfed? Like, what is your set? It's not Scarfed. Are you sashed? You are not anything. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. I'll take a free leftovers turn. I think we actually taunt the Scizor. Because, like, we stop the Scizor from going Swords Dance and or Roost, and then we just Waterfall twice and win. That's going to be a good play for us. It's going to be the right play. Because, like, Gyarados doesn't care about Scizor. What's it going to do? What you going to do, Scizor? Taunt these? Not in my house, Scizor. No Swords Dance. You can do literally anything else. The power of Taunt winning games out here. This should be a 2-shot with a % chance to flinch. So we take these. You can Bullet Punch me all you want. There it is. It's going to do like 10 to 15%. Yeah. Imagine if they had Swords Dance. It'd do a lot more. But we do be taking these. They got up those rocks. There was like nothing we could do about it. And they almost took it. They almost won this one. It was really close. There are leftovers too. We should still be able to get the KO. Because we did about 55%. Maybe a little bit more. So let's go. Let's go. Yo, gotta applaud the warrior spirit. They're not giving up. Never give up. Never surrender. Give me those KOs. And we do be taking those. This is a great team. I think if the Ampharos just would have hit the Cloyster, they could have won. I think the Light Scream was probably not the best call because it was pretty obvious that we needed to win the game with Gyarados. So that's just my personal opinion. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the battles. We didn't get to use Glisgor. We didn't even get to use it. It came out and died. But you know what? Thank you for watching. Like I said, Pokebank's gonna be coming out relatively soon, which is gonna like drastically change how all of the teams we run on this channel get run. There's gonna be so many cool new things. So don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment if you're excited to see some of that stuff. Don't forget to answer the question of the day. Let me know what your favorite wrestler is. And other than that, peace out. I'll see you guys next time.